All right, gang, we're back with another episode of No Hedging Podcast with Division Forecast. That's what we're going to call it. This video, we're going to be talking about my division. As you can see, the NFC East, formerly known as the NFC Least. Got your Commanders, your Giants, your Eagles, and your Cowboys. This division, one of the divisions in the league that makes the most noise. You feel me? You know, we got everybody always wanting the Cowboys. All these Cowboy fans out here going crazy, wanting them to win and, you know, living in the past 30 years ago. Then you got your Eagles, who just nasty fan base. They're just loud, disgusting fans. But yeah, they make a lot of noise in this division. The Giants always doing dumb shit. So they're always in the news. And the Commanders, you know, they just the Commanders. You know, nobody really talks too much about them. Not much noise coming from there, but silence is loud. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to start off with who I believe is going to finish fourth in the division. The Washington Commanders, they have a win total of 6.5. As far as strength of schedule, they have the 13th easiest schedule as far as strength of schedule. But they also have, you know, some new acquisitions on that team as well, right? You have a rookie and Jaden Daniels, who a lot of people are high on. He's very mobile, agile, moves a little bit. But for me personally, in my opinion, him coming out of the draft, I didn't see him as one of the best quarterbacks that could be selected. I'm a little bit down on him. Pause, no diddy. As far as what I think he's going to do and perform early on, I think he's a little bit nimble. He runs around too much, and he might take too many hits. He might end up like Anthony Richardson last season. You know, obviously, I don't want to put any, wish any injuries upon anybody, but he's a little frail in terms of body composition and what have you. But, you know, new quarterback, rookie, same situation. They do have some weapons over there offensively, but, you know, you got a defensive head coach, Dan Quinn. So their issue primarily was the defense. So that's why he's there to fix the defense. And as far as the win total of 6.5, I think they might finish under 6.5. I don't think they win that many games because of those circumstances, those issues that I brought upon. But that's still good for them. That's 2 more games than they won last season. So I give them, you know, under 6.5 on the win total. That works. Now let's move to the number 3 finisher, which is my team, the New York Giants. All right. New York Giants pretty much clean house. You know, as far as, you know, starting a new era, so to speak, you know, got rid of Saquon Barkley. But we did draft Malik Neighbors. We needed a receiver. The only thing that's still in question is going to be our quarterback and also our offensive line. We don't have any running backs that, since letting Saquon Barkley go, we don't have any running backs that's going to, you know, scare anybody. But that's probably what they want. You know, we have kind of like a running back by committee of some guys that nobody really even knows, really. But outside of that, you know, the question with the New York Giants is always going to be Daniel Jones in the quarterback position. So we'll see what happens there. We got a good rookie, like I said, Malik Neighbors. He's been showing out in training camp, and also against in practice, the practice with the Detroit Lions, the joint practice with the Lions. Very great athlete, but we don't know what he's going to do. The Giants, they have a win total of 6.5. As far as strength of schedule, they are ranked 20th, so it's kind of tough, you know. I think that they go over on their win total. I think they go over by 1 game. They win probably 7 games this season. Last season, only won 6 with the mess that they was going through as well, with Daniel Jones getting injured, and then you have, you know, an Italian quarterback coming out there, winning a couple games as well. So with that, on top of our defense getting a little bit better, we brought in Brian Burns from the Carolina Panthers. So we have a little bit of pass rush. Our defensive line is going to be pretty stout. Going to have some questions in the secondary in that position. Got rid of Xavier McKinney. But other than that, you know, we're going to have a pretty decent defense, and I think they do enough just to win 7 games this season. Next on my list, Cowboys. I got the Cowboys finishing second in the division. Cowboys are making noise because they're not making any noise. They're not doing anything. They're not adding to the roster. You got CD wanting more money. You Cowboys fans, you're going to say you're going to the playoffs and the Super Bowl once again, but there's some question marks over there. You don't have a good running back in the backfield. The defense didn't play that well last year towards the end of the season. So it's just kind of like the Dallas Cowboys fizzled out towards the end of the season. They have a win total of 10.5. I think they fall below that 10.5 meter. Last season, they had 12 wins. They did win the division last season, but I think they're going to kind of pull back a little bit this year. They haven't really made any key acquisitions on the offense or the defensive side of the football. So it's kind of one of those stagnant moves where they're just going to kind of coast and just get by. Dak Prescott, there's a lot of talks about what he's going to be doing and get him getting paid and staying with the team. So there's a lot of question marks there. I think the Cowboys' best chance to do something was last season. This season is probably going to be that make or break year for the head coach, Mike McCarthy, and Dak Prescott. Cowboys fans, good luck. And let's move on to number 1 in the division, the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, I think the Philadelphia Eagles, they have a bounce back year this year. Towards the end of the season last year, they kind of fell apart. They were playing a little bit lackadaisical. I feel like Jalen Hurts was probably playing a little banged up and injured. It just wasn't any juice coming out of there. That defense wasn't playing as great as everybody expected them to play, especially in the secondary. They did get rid of Hassan Reddick, which is one of the best pass rushers in the league. But outside of that, it's Philadelphia. They're always good for bringing in talent. Speaking of talent, Saquon Barkley on the offensive side of the football. Then you got, your guys, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. So you got ballers on that offensive side of the football. Philly, like I said, they probably just had one of those Super Bowl hangovers, and it just kind of carried on to the season. This season, I think they rebound. They have a win total of 10.5. I think they do go over that win total with 11 or 12 wins. And what will help them with that is they have the 9th ease of schedule. So you have an easy schedule once again to help you get over that win total of 10.5. So that's what I got in NFC East. It's going to be very active. I got your Eagles winning the division, Cowboys right behind them, the Giants in 3rd, and then to finish it off 4th, I got your Washington Commanders. So let me know what you think. Comment below. If I'm blowing smoke, let me know. Just talking shit, man. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the video. Definitely want to hear your thoughts on my predictions on the NFC East. Peace. Run it up.